Before we went to Patrick, you saw I was trying to connect with Dean Jones, who moved back to Jamaica about 4 years ago to care for his parents. Dean, well, I hope that we've got you this time around. Let me check if you're there. Good to have you back on the show, Dean. Can you hear me?
Wonderful. Thank you for welcoming me. I can hear you.
Fantastic. Dean, just give us a sense, first of all, where you are. I know in Tower Isle, where that is within Jamaica, and what the last 24 hours has been like for you.
So Tower Isles is approximately 5 minutes from Otrius, and it has been like a scene out of the perfect storm. You know, the part when you think it's going to end and it just gets worse. That's what it was like on Tuesday night, and in the run up to the hurricane. It was every night from Sunday. And the worst thing about this storm is because I'm a chartered construction manager, surveyor, project manager, and of course, realtor, I knew the damage that a storm with 165 miles per hour to 185 miles per hour could do to a country like Jamaica, which is still developing.
Can you speak to the damage you have seen as the sun come up in Jamaica? What has that damage been like? Speak to that.
I mean, waking up this morning, I didn't know what I was waking up to, and I was very nervous. The damage I've woken up to in my immediate community is the landscape has totally changed. I can see buildings and structures I've never seen before. Trees, entire landscape has gone down. The trees have been decimated. Some houses have localized damage. There's some serious damage around me, including the property I'm in. The road, I'm blocked in. I can't leave this road. There's things everywhere. And I've not assessed the food damage yet. But what I'm seeing in Otrius from pictures and hearing from family members is that there's been flooding, there's been total annihilation, destruction of buildings in Black River, places closer to the center. I can't reach a lot of friends and family. I don't know where my business is now. I don't know whether I'm going to have a business, what real estate is going to be like, and it's a very nerve-wracking time.
I can imagine. You work in real estate, and I just wonder for viewers around the world, Dean, whether would the majority of people, would they have insurance? Would the hurricane, I'm sorry for my ignorance here, would it be covered under their premium? Just speak to the reality potentially for many here.
I mean, the reality is, and I'm being very honest to say that a lot of returnees, speak to the returnees, we return, and most of us were on pensions. I'm not a pensioner yet, I'm not there yet, but no, they cannot afford insurance. It's usually about 10 to 15 times more expensive than the UK, and I expect more expensive than the US as well. And locals, well, no, insurance is not a thing that people do here. So when your home gets damaged, you know, you've got to rebuild, and it's a case where people save sometimes, or they just roll the dice. People generally do not have insurance unless you have a mortgage where the bank mandates that you get insurance. So this is a huge blow on the economy. Jamaica really didn't need this. I hope that some lessons have been learned. Our two airports, main airports, are down Otrius and Mo Bay. We have Otrius, but that airport still needs further expansion. And I pray that the government actually takes heed and we start to work together, as I have done with the government in the past, and that we start to plan and be more strategic in what we put our money to and our resources.
Yeah, you told my team, I'm just going to quote what you said to my team. The truth is, even with 3 degrees, you say, Dean, in design, construction and surveying, I may find myself, like so many others, unable to earn enough to keep bread on the table. Where do you start then after something as devastating as this, Dean?
Well, you start with picking up the pieces where you are with your house and where you live, and that's what I'm beginning to assess the damage there. In terms of real estate, my clients have phoned me and said they don't know whether their properties will be there. That's properties I'm currently listed to sell. There's that side. There's partnership agreements that I was in the process of signing. I don't, maybe they won't exist anymore after a few more telephone calls. Where do I start? I might be dusting off my CV and looking elsewhere again. I mean, I worked for the Palace of Westminster before now, and also I was Director of Strategic Projects at Cranfield University, so I might be giving them a call. you never know. But I'm still assessing my options now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear this, Dean. It's just the images we're looking at. It's just absolutely heartbreaking and situation for all of yours and so many, of course, with send chills down so many people's spine. Can I just ask before we go about your parents? How are they doing?
I've spoken to them once. My in-laws, I've not been able to get through to them. I have no idea, and I'm extremely worried.
Yeah.
They were in somewhere just on the outskirts of Mandeville. There was flooding. I've seen pictures from that area, and there was just roofs that you could see, and the houses were underwater. So there's lots of valleys in Jamaica. And I've saw one image of a person flying off with the roof. I just pray that person's okay. I'm not too sure where they're at. I pray that they're doing okay, and I'll hear from them soon.
Yeah, and we pray, of course, that they are well as well. Dean, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us. Thank you. Best of luck, by the way.